everybody. Welcome to the Lonely Sluts Podcast. I'm Claire.
And I'm Sarah.
And this week, we're going to do a little mini-sode for you. The way we've decided to do this is we're going to do a every other week release of a full-length podcast. And then on the off weeks, which would be today, we're going to do just a little mini... little one.
Little one, some would say.
Just to, keep the people happy. We put on our Instagram story a request for questions, and so we're going to start this little mini-sode by going through the questions that we received. Let's take a look. The first one is from... I don't know if I'm going to say who they're from. If you asked it, you know who you are. Because that way, if I don't say who you're from, you can ask more scandalous questions.
Oh, yes, and not be outed.
Yeah, so we're going to set the precedent today that we're not going to out your identity if you give us a scandalous question. This one is not scandalous. It says, why won't you ever see the love of your life again? This is referencing a story I told in the first episode. If you haven't listened, go back. Brendan, the love of my life. Which I thought I covered in the first episode, why I'm not going to see him again. And it's because I guess I didn't say. He was living in Texas. He's in the Navy as a pilot.
Which just feels contradictory, but they have them.
I know at least 3 Navy pilots now. Anyway, yeah, so he is just in town for like a weekend. And I have his number, but I'm not going to reach out. It's been a year. I mean, I'm still talking about him, but I'm not that crazy. Okay, the next one says, keto diet has changed my life. Not exactly a question.
But an interesting thought, nonetheless. I have a lot of family members, actually, that are doing the keto diet, and it's hard for me to be fully behind a diet that won't let you have apples, but will let you have bacon.
You can't have apples?
Too many sugars, too many carbs.
When I was involved with football, who I don't think in the first episode we didn't let anybody know these nicknames, but football is the nickname I've given to a guy that I saw for a while. He was on the keto diet between like Thanksgiving and Christmas, which is the worst time to do that.
That is the worst time.
So, there's that. The next one I have is a question for real, and this is for both of us this time. It says, who would you rather date between someone who doesn't watch TV or doesn't listen to music?
I would definitely rather date someone who doesn't watch TV than doesn't listen to music.
Oh, 100% agreed. I don't want to say I don't watch TV because I do, but I am not a regular TV watcher.
It would be so much easier for me to completely cut out TV than it would be for me to completely cut out music.
Since I've been listening to a lot of podcasts because I'm, making a podcast now, so I'm doing some research. But I've been listening to podcasts almost exclusively. And then when I'm not, I watch a lot of YouTube on my phone, and I take my phone with me from room to room, so I just have it. And I don't.
Just like a lot of people that way.
Well, no, the TV. I only have one TV in my house, and it's in the living room. And so if I'm in my room, I'll have my phone and I'll watch YouTube, or I'll watch or I'll listen to a podcast, or in my back, because I don't know. I take it with me, whereas the TV's just in here.
She lugs her TV from room to room.
Some people have different TV. Some people have more than one TV. I just do not. Okay, and then the last one that we have. Says, how are you both as hot and funny and perfect as you are? Genetics. It's a gift.
It was a lot of hard work to get to where I am today.
Oh, really? I woke up like this.
This is why we're an odd couple comedy.
I wish you could... I say I woke up like this. I wish you could see us right now. We are both in blankets on the couch, lying down, we are in...
We went full horizontal.
Yeah, we had a bit of a night last night, and we are...
regretting it.
we have some regrets. Many. Anyway, so, for this mini episode, thank you, first off, thank you so much for all your questions and...
kind words.
Yeah, that was honestly a better reaction than I expected, or better response than I expected from everybody. So we're going to try to do these on the off weeks, and we're going to put in our Instagram story that we're recording, ask us questions. And if you don't see that in the story, feel free to DM us at any time. We are The Lonely Sluts on Instagram and Twitter. We also have a Gmail, which is thelonelysluts@gmail.com. Reach out to us if you have anything you want us to talk about, or any questions or any of those kind of things. But for the remainder of this episode, we are going to talk about types. Like, your type that you're attracted to.
Do you have one?
So, Sarah, do you have a type?
I don't think the type of person I like is the type of person that's interested in me.
Oh.
Anytime someone, makes an effort, and I guess, I don't know, I'm trying to think.
No, but like, if you
is
went...
this personality or looks
no.
or both?
Well, we'll talk about both. But if you went into Build a Boyfriend workshop,
and this is
what would
purely
you...
looks?
Yeah, just looks. What would you design?
I don't know, because I feel like I've liked such a wide array of...
Today, if you could just pick somebody out. Like, you're building a custom human.
A custom human. They would be fit, but not too fit. They'd be, like, vaguely toned.
Mm-hmm.
They'd probably be brunette. Like a dark-haired boy. If you don't know what brunette is, I just explained it. And definitely have a beard, but not too long.
I just gasped. You were like, a beard, and I was like, oh, a beard.
So beard, but not too long of a beard. Dark-haired, vaguely fit.
How tall?
I would say 5'11" to 6'1".
Eye color?
I like hazel eyes, actually, I think.
Complexion.
Complexion?
Yeah.
Oh.
I like an olive-toned boy.
I guess like a Greek toned.
No, I feel you.
I was like, I don't know. Like, it could be darker. Like, I don't know. It could be lighter.
That's up in the air.
Yeah, that's up in the air.
Yeah, I agree with that. I would... The full spectrum of brunettes is open. Of, like, from the palest to darkest, I would take, a range. Yeah, no, I'm confused because I thought our types were going to be different, but mine sounds pretty similar. But, so... I want a sturdy man. Like, I don't want anybody to be like, oh, look at that little boy. I want to be like, oh, that's a man. That's what I'm interested in. So if in reality, I would date somebody short. Like, I'm 5'4", so 5'6" is 2 inches taller than me, and that's fine. Like, 5'7", I am still going to be shorter than you in most of my heels, so it's fine. Actually, that's a lie. My heels are like 3-inch heels. Anyway, the point is, in real life is different than this Build a Boyfriend workshop, so any shorties don't get offended. Probably like 6'1". I've experienced that recently, and I thought it was fine. So I'd like a tall, sturdy, dark-haired man.
Tall, dark, and handsome.
Tall, dark, and handsome. Yeah. Somebody who doesn't look like he's going to get blown over in the wind.
Someone with a dark past.
No.
Someone who was brooding.
No. I want somebody with a
They have a lot of
clean
skeletons
past.
in their closet.
Uh-uh.
A secret family I don't know about.
In Luxembourg.
In Luxembourg.
No, just a dark beard, not a dark past. Okay, personality-wise, do you have a type?
Funny. I definitely like funny. I like people who find me funny. I like people who are funny themselves.
I like boring people.
I keep moderating, but like charming, but not too charming. Like, not that it becomes like so charming and confident that they're like super cocky and like super full of themselves, but also not being incredibly like self-deprecating, if that makes sense. Like that sweet middle ground of charming.
As far as like my personality type, I ideally just want somebody who's fun. Like, somebody who's funny and wants to have fun. Because I like to play games. That sounds silly. But, like, literal games. Like, I like board games. I like card games. I like playing pool. I like making you guess stuff like in the podcast
Oh, yeah.
format. I love games, and so somebody who's like down for that kind of stuff, I'm here for it. But in reality, I've had a tendency to go for like true assholes, like guys who are exactly that overtly confident, like cocky thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like the guys that I've not. There are like obviously exceptions to the rule, but like I think I like that because I want to like knock them down a peg. I don't know what that says about me, but I think that's probably the case. And so, final thoughts. Do you think you've been true to type in the guys you've been involved with, or no?
Oh, no. I don't know if I've ever been up, like, with this mystery man that I've created. Like, maybe study abroad would probably be the closest, but he wasn't that tall.
He's still not that tall.
And he was definitely leaning on the wrong side of the line of, like, the cockiness. But he would probably be closest. And then other than that, no, not really.
I have almost exclusively done what I want to do. I mean, like, there's exceptions, like, but, like, football, he's exactly... I'm so upset about this. He's exactly what I would have picked out. Alas. So, yeah, that's on brand. The guy before him was shorter. And, like, not, like, built, but, like, not gonna be blown over by the wind. But he had the dark hair and the dark beard. And then the guy I dated in high school didn't have a beard, but he was, like, a tall, solid guy with, like, dark hair. Yeah, I'm pretty on brand. And then, high school and football both were fun. Like, they would play games. And then, the other guy was a cocky asshole. So, you know, I pretty much got myself covered.
So I also just realized that I'm not sure if we addressed the fact that we created nicknames for all of our guys, so we don't tell them exactly who they are.
Out there, I didn't. Yeah, I mentioned earlier in this recording that football was a nickname I had given a guy, but high school is also a nickname for one of my guys. Study abroad is a nickname for one of Sarah's. I also have T-shirt, the cocky asshole I was talking about. His name is T-shirt. Sarah, do you have any others that you've referenced?
I think hair, maybe. I'm not sure if I ever called them that, but I'm calling them that now.
Also, Fish Pick is another one of my guys.
Oh, yeah.
He's alluded to in the first episode. If you listen and I talk about a guy I was Snapchatting whose Instagram is exclusively fish pictures, I call him Fish Pick. So...
very aptly named.
Fish Pick's not on brand. He has a beard and he's tall.
He's not a brunette, though.
He's not a brunette. He's not, like super sturdy. He could get pushed over.
The very strong wind.
I don't know. I think he's stronger than... whatever. Anyway, the point is, we use nicknames and we want you to know that we're not crazy.
It gets a little complicated when you pre-record episodes and you forget what you've talked about.
But I think to sum it up, I'm pretty true to type, and Sarah
is not.
Isn't, yeah. If you liked this or super hated this, let us know. We are...
but be gentle.
Yeah, be gentle, be kind. Don't be like, that was the worst thing I've ever heard. We are open to suggestions about things you want to hear on the podcast going forward. And thank you so much for listening.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks
You're
for
so
following
sweet.
us. Thanks for saying nice things. It makes me so happy. And tune in next week for the next full episode.